What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Bird's Eye View. Yours truly, Will I Am, in the building with Will. And we have Mika J. What's going on with you today?
I am on a high after last night. I am amazing today. How are
Okay.
you guys?
Woo wee. Yes,
Good,
sir.
good,
Bump
good,
City.
good.
Are you on
Thanks,
the
thanks.
high too, Bump City? What's going
Without
on?
question. Yes, indeed, indeed I am. What a beautiful, beautiful day. Beautiful day today.
The sun was out and
The
everything as
sun
far as
shining and
Right,
60 something
right.
yeah,
degrees.
yeah,
Get some
I'll
of
take
that.
it.
Yes, yes, we'll
We'll
take it.
take
A day closer to spring.
Yes,
man what you
yes.
said.
Yeah, yeah, without question.
We need that. We need that after this flooding that's going to happen.
Woo,
So
woo.
Right.
you know how it goes. So I hope everybody
Yeah,
had a great, great, great Tuesday. We're gonna get you guys caught up on little stuff called basketball, especially Louisville basketball. Successful two games, starting off with Wake Forest that we played. That was in Winston Salem, and we kind of scratching the head a little bit that we didn't know what to expect, what's going on. But Louisville gets that win, 88-80. Pretty much control the game, but then let go of the
Let them hang
rope
around.
big time. Let them hang
yeah.
around. Wake Forest made it a game, and I'm glad that all those buses that went up there was able to come back with a
Right,
victory.
Mm-hmm.
And really, when
right.
you think about it, pretty much most of our wins have been like blowouts type stuff, double figures. This game right here, we had to execute at the end, and Louisville did do that enough. We had some shooting woes that continue, but we had some big guys that stepped up.
Yeah, we
Fru
did.
and Roof and
True,
things
yeah.
like that. So real quick before we dive in a little bit more, I'm gonna get everybody caught up on the stats. For this is don't forget, guys, we're talking about Wake Forest, a Saturday game. The Louisville won. Louisville actually shot 53% to Wake's 43. Louisville shot 40% three pointers to Wake's 32. Free throw 24 for 31 for 77%. Rebounds, it was tied. Both teams had 32. Assists,
Mhm.
Louisville had 19. Wake had 17 steals, 3 for Louisville, 8 for Wake Forest. Blocks, Louisville had 4 blocks. Uh, Big time block by Fru on that 3 pointer to make sure
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't happen. Wake had 2 turnovers. Louisville had 11. Wake only had 6 turnovers.
Mhm.
Fast point break, Louisville had 7. Wake 2. Points in the paint, which we all know we always talk about. We need it.
Yeah,
Louisville
yeah.
had 34. Wake had 30. Um, yeah, right. Big time. Anytime we can win in there. As far as individual, Louisville had 6 players in double figures in this game. Sonata
Mhm.
Fru, 17.6 rebounds. Ryan Conwell, 11 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 turnovers. Mikel Brown, 12 points, 1 for 7 3 pointers, but don't worry, he's gonna make up for that in the next game we'll talk about. 8 assists though, 4 turnovers, 2 rebounds. Isaac McNeely, 11 points, 4 for 5 field goals, 3 for 4 3 pointers. Javon Hadley had 15 points, 4 for 4 on free throws, 5 rebounds. Uh, Canal Roots had continued to ball. He's growing right in front of our eyes, getting the opportunity, getting more minutes. Had 13 points,
Yep.
4 rebounds, 2 big time blocks. Also, Case and Pryor. We got a resurgent of Case and Pryor. 5 points,
Right.
a Hail Mary 3 pointer
Mm-hmm.
that everybody's like, what?
Yeah. Was much
Swish,
needed. Much
swish.
needed.
Yes,
Much needed.
needed it
At
big
that
At
time.
that
time,
time.
yes, yes,
Yes,
it
yes.
was.
Yes,
Yeah.
Wool,
yes.
Mr. Woolley played 23 minutes, 3 points, 5 big rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, and Kobe had 1 point, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. This game, like I said, Louisville led 43-34 at halftime. Wake beat Louisville in the second half as far as 46-45, but this was a much needed game. You're on the road. ACC ball is a little bit different. I know everybody wants to laugh at the record. Oh, they was 11-11, now they're
Mm-hmm.
11-12. But anytime you go on the road against a team that's desperate as Wake Forest, they got a great coach.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
He's gonna get those guys ready. They know they have the. Everybody think they got the blueprint for Louisville. Be physical, do what you got to do, bump them off. We can beat them. All this kind of stuff. Great, great. Because like I said, Louisville had to go back and forth. They had to earn this win. Yes,
Yeah,
we all love blowouts. We love to see a 20, 30 point
Yeah.
blowout and on the road and all this stuff. That didn't happen. But I think this also gives them confidence. Uh, Bump, what was your thoughts on this game, this victory against Wake Forest?
Games like that, man, it gives you character. You know what I'm saying? Because you know you can win those dog fights. When you in a slug fest with teams like that, it comes back on you at the end of the year to where you can say we've been here before.
Right?
And it was also good to see, you know what I'm saying, our big man get involved. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep those guys engaged in Fru and like you said, Roos come in and played a vital part in that. So when you can finally
yeah,
get your big man engaged in the game and doing what they did, that's always going to be a bonus because you can lose guys like that when you don't go to them, or they not
True.
scoring, or they're not part they're not part of the
yeah.
team. So when you get guys like that involved, that's good to see. So that was a good quad one victory on the
Quad one.
road. I'll take that.
Big time. And also, real
Yeah,
quick, Sonata Fru was 7 for 7 field goals. He's 3 for 4 free throws.
yeah,
Dude, man had a damn near perfect game.
Nice.
Mika J, what's your
and
thoughts
playing a
on
great.
Louisville with that big victory?
I think that was a good road win, and because it was a grind out, like Wake Forest wasn't giving that game to us. I mean, you know what I'm saying? For them to
No.
go on the road and everybody, like you said, according to the stats, everybody contributed in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing we've been asking for, right? Is for everybody to do
Mm-hmm.
their part.
True. True.
And for them to go in there and not get, knocked around, hey, that was a great win on the road.
Big
I'll
time.
take it. It was
Big
ugly,
time.
but I'll
Yeah,
take it.
without question.
And I also want
Yeah.
to hats off to Kelsey, because when you look at these minutes, because that's one of the things we talk about is that if somebody ain't got it, just don't go with them. And I love it because Khalifa didn't really have it. He only had 9 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So like, go with a
Right.
different
Yeah.
lineup. Do what you have to do. Get the people out there that's gonna play and do some minutes. And I do know Zoo only had like 3 minutes, but I do like that he's still trying to work him in. And also, of course, Casey Pryor, who's done turned it on in practice. Because why have all these people on this bench that professional experience? I don't care if it's overseas or whatever.
Yeah.
Get out there and bang. You can at least play, like Bump
Yeah.
always
Right.
says, you can at least play defensive rebound. Do that. Foul. You
Yeah.
got fouls to give. Give. Don't give up easy stuff. And I do love that part of it. So great win by Louisville, big time on the road. I know some people questioning how quad one. If you beat a top 20, top 75 team on the road, that's a quad
On
one.
the
Now,
road. On the
now,
road.
now, Wake Forest, we don't know where they might fall off the wagon, but at the time we played them, it was a quad one.
It's a
So
quad one.
we'll take it. We'll take
Yeah.
it. We don't care about that. But we also would take something else that happened last night. I don't know if you missed it. Where have you been? What was going on? Louisville belt to ass NC State.
Belt
Yeah.
to
Louisville 118, NC State 77. This right here was, we saw a lot of talent that was on display. We saw some great shooting. We saw the reason why Kelsey has formed this team for certain players. And he even said it, certain players,
yes.
your role. We know who's gonna take all the shots or most of the shots. We know who's gonna rebound.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has a role and it's got to be defined. And this game, this was a big game for the simple fact. Oh, let's say NC State was on a roll. They was on a winning
Yeah.
Yeah.
streak. They was
Six
nine and
Yeah.
six
two.
wins.
They was 9-2
Yeah.
in the conference. They was Louisville
Two
hasn't
games
really
ahead of
beat.
us.
Louisville has really didn't beat anybody at the top, and they went ahead and belt to ass. Big time on this one, real quick. Before we get into the conversations, team stats. Let's get rocking and rolling with that. Louisville shot 60%. That's
Wow.
that's right, Shook. 60. 60.
Yeah.
NC State shot 41. Louisville was 60% from 3 pointers, 18 for 30. NC State also likes to shoot them, but they was 4 for 22, 18%. Free throw, they said two of the top free throw shooting teams in the ACC. Louisville was 22 for 27, 81%. NC State was 17 for 19, 89%. Rebounds,
Mm.
Wow.
Louisville dominated them on the boards. Louisville 42 rebounds, NC State 28. Louisville had um, 8 offensive rebounds, 34 defense rebounds, assists. Louisville had 21 assists, still 6 blocks, 3 turnovers. Both teams had 10 turnovers apiece. Fast break points. Louisville had 9. NC State had 5. Points in the paint. NC State had 46. Louisville had 40. Foul 17-16. Largest lead of the game, of course, is the last one. 41
41.
points. Took care of business on that. Real quick, as far as the scoring, this right here is a every player's dream. When the coach said you have the green light and you can do whatever the hell you want with it,
Right.
big time. Sonata Frew, 6 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 18 minutes. Ryan Conwell, many nights we would be talking about this performance. We would. In many games we would have. And we're still
Hmm.
going to talk about it, but 31 points, 10 for 14 field goals, 5 for 6 3 pointers, who had been in a slump himself, 6 for 7 free throws, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 turnovers. Got to work on that. Mikel Brown Jr., 45 points, 14 for 23, 10 for 16 3 pointers, 7 for 7 free throws, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, 3 steals. Isaac McNeely, 8 points. Javon Haley, 9 points, 3 rebounds. You had Kanai had 4 points, Kaysen 2, Ali 2, Wooly 4, Kobe 4. Cole Showman got him a 3, got him to do what he had to do. This right here was an offensive explosion when you have 2 guys who damn near score more points than the team, and that team did not score 50. They scored 77, right? So you had 2 guys who had
Mm.
76 points between them. This game was just a special night. You could just see it. Everything Mikel Brown was doing, it was just automatic. It was swish except for that dunk, and I know
Right.
he wished he could have had that back because he would have
Uh-huh.
broke
Yeah.
some record, and
Yeah.
we'll talk about the records that
He
he
would
broke
have.
shortly. But the special night for and hats off to the teammates who deferred to
Yeah.
both of them. It's y'all night. Go
Yes.
get it. Don't even
Yes.
worry about it. We'll do what we got to do. We'll play some defense. We get it, and that's what Louisville did. They played some good defense. They Mr. Crawford from Copeland for Mr. NC State came in averaging like 8 assists. He only had 3 assists, 4 turnovers. Louisville was making it difficult. They stayed glued to their man, so it wasn't like he was getting any opportunity to pass it. He had to do most of the scoring if he could do that. Louisville really showed up, and you could tell this was a desperate team that wanted this win, and they
Yes.
Yeah.
balled. When you're down and you got about 6 teams ahead of you, and you're trying to prove that you one of the top, that's what they did, and we're gonna see what's going on. Mika J, what's your thoughts on this game?
This game was, I think that this is what we thought the Louisville team was, right? I
Right.
mean, we thought
Yeah.
those 2 guys were explosive. We were excited to see that. I mean, you heard that Michael was that guy, but we hadn't really got to see that until last night. And I said last week, if those two are on, we can win and beat anybody. And man, you can't help but to be so excited for that kid because when you know you're a shooter and you know you're better than how you've been playing, you become discouraged. And for him to come out and put on that type of show, I mean, dude, hats off to him.
Yeah.
I'm just so happy for him. And Ryan also, just
Yeah.
you did your part also. The two of you guys were, hey, reminded me of a Siva and Russ backcourt. I was
Yeah.
excited.
Big time, big time. Bump City, what was your thoughts of this game, man?
That's the game like I told you guys last night. If you can bottle that game and save
Mm-hmm.
some for the rest of the
Yeah,
season, that's what you will want to do. Yeah, and if you,
yeah,
and when you see, we know that in tournament time, most teams that go far in the tournament have good guard play. You got to have
Right.
great guard play in
Have
the
got
to.
to,
tournament.
got
Have
to,
to.
You
yeah,
have to. So seeing that and knowing we knew what they're capable of, but like Mick said, they both been in a slump, kind of a slump, and to see both of them come out at the same time, hitting
yes,
shots like that, and like Mick said, if we could hit shots like that consistently Even not even to that degree that we hit last
Not
night.
even to that
If you could
magnitude.
hit
Right,
Yeah.
right, right.
not to that magnitude, because we know that's just
Yeah, yeah. It's
out of
hard to
this
hit
world
six.
what they did
It's
Yeah.
hard
last
to hit
night.
60%. Yeah,
Yeah,
3 pointers.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
so when you can
Yeah.
hit shots like that and just what I'm saying, half of that, we'll be a great team down the line. And so that's what I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to. And it's good to see different guys playing their roles. And what I'm saying, like last time it was Fru. This time it
Yeah.
was the guards. You just don't know where it's coming from. So a win like this of this magnitude against a North Carolina State team that came in the hottest team
Hot,
probably
Hot.
in
hot.
yeah in
Hot.
the ACC.
Yep.
And so
Yeah.
and you got what we did last night. We protected home court and we caught them. There's 2 games up on us, so we moved up a game on them.
Right.
So that's a
Yeah.
great win. That's a heck of a win last night.
Yeah. And one of the great things is these teams that's at the top are now going to start playing against each other. So
Right.
there's going to
Yes.
be a lot of people to come back down to earth. We just got to hold serve, like you said, take care
Yeah.
of home and steal a couple. You got to steal a couple on the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still a
You
People
couple.
got
ca-
to.
people came in here and did what they need to do. We need to do the same thing at these different places, big time. All right, so here it is, and I probably missed quite a few, but Mikel Brown Jr. special night breaks Louisville and ACC freshman scoring record, ties the school's single game scoring record with Wes Unseld, ties the most 3 points in the game with Rain Smith. This is special. I mean, and you can just tell it, because we was going back and forth. And I said, let that man get 40. Let him go and get
Yeah.
40.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
a lot of times you see dude get 20 something. No, no, no. They was very aware of what was going on. They knew he had a 39 piece, and they was like, hey, let him get 40. It's like, nah, he can get the record, not
Right.
just he already got beat
Yeah.
LeBradford Smith's record, who did 32 twice his
Right.
freshman year. But he went ahead and tied one of the legends. And really, if he didn't miss that dunk, he probably would have had
Yeah.
47 piece.
Yeah.
But it's meant to be because they had them jerseys on, the West Unseld jerseys, and a
Yes. Right.
special,
Yeah.
special night.
Yeah.
Every time it seemed like when the game ended, it was just more and more records that was being broke. Like, oh, okay, we did that and all this kind of stuff like that. But as far as Mikel's night, have you guys seen anything like that? I mean, dude was in the zone, but what was your thoughts, Mika, when this was going on and you realizing that hey, we are witness history?
I think I realized at it was the second half, but I told Corey, I said, "Oh, he's gonna get 40." And then when he got the 40, I said, "Let him go for 50. Like, let him
Yeah.
go."
Let
Yeah.
it
Like, let him
keep
go.
going.
So, I mean, it was just exciting, and for me, just because he has. Let's not forget, this kid has missed 8 games. He missed
Eight
what, 7 or 8 games?
games.
Yeah.
8
8 games.
Yeah.
games. All because of his back. And for him to come in here and finally just get his groove and have his confidence, hey, that was special. That was very exciting to watch. Just because that's the number one for me is because he's been in a slump.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Bump City. What's your thoughts, man? You have watched a lot
That's
of
what I was about to
Louisville, a
say.
lot of
Yeah.
Louisville. And
Hey,
like me, we done seen a lot of great freshmen comes
hey,
in
you
and
you take
and
you
do a
taking my
lot of
whole
stuff.
statement.
But
You
go ahead,
taking my
brother.
whole statement.
You got it.
We've been watching Louisville ball for a long time since kids, and we don't seen a lot of great players. All
Yeah.
Americans from Griff to Bradford to Reese Smith to Milt Wagner, Lancaster Gordon,
Yep.
Rodney McCrae's. Some great guys have came through them halls of Louisville, and for this kid to come in and break a record, in his freshman year like that, that's been held for probably over 50 something years.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
That's a long
yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Let me,
About
yeah, well,
40.
let me take it back. Well, no, let
40
me
at
take it
least.
back. Yeah, as far as the scoring record, but as far as the freshman record,
Yeah,
breaking the
freshman record.
Nebraska's
Yeah.
record, that's
Yeah.
going back some decades also. So
Hmm.
Yeah.
just to see what he did last night, that was special. I'm glad we got to witness it, and
Right.
I'm happy for him because that's what we expected him to come in here and do this year,
Yeah.
is to be great. And for the show, he put on the show last night.
Yes, he
A
did.
show.
He put on a show last night. So you got to be happy, man. And just to show you what one 5-star can do when other teams have had 2 or 3 on their team.
or more than that.
Right.
Or
Some
more.
some
Right.
had about like
Right.
seven,
Yeah,
eight.
right?
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. So we got a, you know what I'm saying, we got a 5 star that's showing 5 star talent.
Right. You know the thing about it that people fail to realize and make a great point because anytime you even, especially basketball, because it's a rhythm game, right?
It
So when you
Yeah.
is.
miss 8 games and you
8
missing
games.
practices,
Mm-hmm.
dude, you got to get his legs again. I think
Right.
Yeah.
people fail to realize, okay, beginning of the season, I get it. Freshman learning, different
Yeah.
defenses. Let's go ahead and push them around if we can. After that Kentucky game, let's be physical. Let's do what we got to do.
Yeah.
He don't want contact. Then you had the injuries and all that kind of stuff as far as the back. It's going to take time. And this right here, we're not saying he's getting 40 every night, but that jumper was pure.
Pure.
Yeah.
Like,
Hitting nothing but net.
whoa,
The bottom
swish,
of the net.
whoa, like,
Yeah.
bam, bam.
Yes. All
And
you
it's
heard
like,
was
yeah. And
Yeah.
NC State was like, dude, they looking at coach. What we doing with this?
We
Like
can't do
he's
nothing with them.
he's pulling up like Steph Curry. If you look at them threes, these threes
Deep.
yeah.
wasn't like at the line. Dudes pulling
No.
up all over the place. And
Yeah.
then when you like, okay, we kind of hedge on them because they were scared because they know if they go up on him, he's going right past them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's at the mercy. You can't do anything. And this dude is very and happy. I was happy for him, but I was also happy for his pops.
Yeah.
He's
Yes.
throwing the
First time I
L's
Yes.
up,
yeah. First
throwing the
time I
L's
seen him
up
Yes.
smile in a long
in a
time.
long
Man,
time.
right?
Because he's
Yeah.
Yeah.
wearing it on
Yeah.
himself. He's wearing it like I did this. I produced this guy.
Right.
He's got to
Yeah.
produce. But
He
eight
gets my
games is
name.
long. Eight
Junior.
games is a
8
long,
games.
long time. So calm down, guys. Let's Valvano said, let the cake bake. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Let the head cake
Yeah.
back. And I love it this for him also because all you hear about these other freshmen when he got hurt, they was moving people ahead. He can do this and all this. And he had a
Yeah.
special night against a team that probably should have been ranked, even though we know the
Yeah.
schedule is not better than
Yeah.
Louisville's. But when you're being hot in the ACC and 9-2, if they'd have
Yeah.
beat Louisville, they definitely would have been ranked. Louisville would have
Oh,
Oh
for
yeah.
jumped on
sure.
out of
Yeah.
there. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
good competition against a team that likes to run and up and down. So hey, that was perfect. That was perfect. Big
Yes.
time. But not to be done. Guys, we saw a lot of great things. Cards had two 30-point scores in the game for the first time in program history. Of course, Mr. Brown Jr. had 45 and Ryan Conway had 31. And I know when this was going on, I know we was texting and things like that. And it had me thinking, like, there's no, and this is before I knew it was the first time. I'm like,
Yeah.
no. When I saw Ryan, when they was like also featuring him, I'm thinking,
Yeah.
dude gonna get 30 also. Like, never seen it.
Yeah.
Like, and constantly in your head, you think, okay. So you start pairing up who were the scores on the past teams. And you're
Yeah.
like, nah, this dude may have 30, but him and him may have 30 at the same time.
Right.
This was remarkable.
Yeah.
Remarkable. And that offense was humming. And like I said, hats off to the teammates, bro, because everybody
Yes.
wants to
Yeah.
score.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially a game of 118, we all can score, right? But these
Right.
guys let them. They was cooking. Here you go, Isaac McNeely, wide open three, pass. Here you go,
Yeah.
Mikel. You
Yeah.
got him, Mikel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's rocking and rolling. Great bump. Another thing. Who was you thinking it might? Who had a? I mean, in your mind on the 30-point scores, man. Was you doing that too? Like thinking, well, who maybe can
I
anybody
went
else have
back.
done it?
I went back, and I mean, you had some great duos in Louisville from Milt Wagner, Lancaster Gordon. Uh, you had Jeff Hall, Milt Wagner.
Yeah, Morton
You
and
had,
Minor.
Martin and Minor, the Eminem boys. You had some good dynamic duos, but none that could score like these two guys and shoot like these
Right.
two guys.
In the same game.
Shooting heals a lot of your ills when you can
Yes.
shoot like that. And we
Oh,
had two
yeah.
guys that was on the same page last night, just shot for shot. And the thing about it was, it all looked within the offense. Nothing looked
Yes.
forced.
Yes.
They
Yeah.
wasn't,
Right.
what I'm saying, just coming down outside of the office. Everything was within the office. So it made it even better, man. So, what I'm saying, kudos to those two cats, man, for letting us witness something that we never witnessed before as Louisville
Right.
fans.
Right. Right.
Right.
Mika, what's your thoughts?
Ryan had also been MIA the past few
Yes.
games. So
Yeah.
for him to also come out and to have that type of game, and like you said, the teammates were they wanted him when they saw that, oh shoot, he can also get 30. Go ahead and give it to him.
Right.
That's what I
Tough.
appreciated. They really, and Michael said this at the little press conference afterwards, that the teammates wanted them to get those. They wanted
Yeah.
them. They've been
That's tough.
encouraging them even when they've been down and out. They did not falter on each other. They continued to encourage him. So that was what you really appreciate, is that because some of these teams, it's just me, 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 but
Right.
they
Right.
showed us that
Right.
they really are a team. So that was exciting for him also.
Yeah, that's big time. Clutch, 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 clutch. Let's see. All right. Now we all been wishing and praying, and then we heard about all these 3 pointers, and we got all these shooters, and we've had some hit or miss, and like we never had two on like that,
Right.
extremely on. Does Louisville need hot shooting to make a deep run in the tourney? Mick, I'm gonna let you start this one off. What's your thoughts?
You know what? I'm going to say no. I
Okay.
think that the hot shooting is just a bonus,
Right.
because I think that if everyone just plays their game,
Hmm.
we can make a deep run in the tournament. I think if you of course everyone knows that luck comes with your deep turning run. That's national champions have a lot of luck also on their side. We witnessed it ourselves in 2013.
Right.
Um so I do think that that's just a bonus. If we happen to have a night like this, oh, that's crazy. But I don't think it is a necessity. I just think that that's just an extra.
Cool. Bump City.
Now, if you'd asked me this probably 7, 8 games ago, I would have told you yes. But I don't think we do because we got so many diverse pieces.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Because you never know what's going to come from. Like last game, it was Frew that this
Hmm.
true.
you know what I'm saying had a great game. Hadley's capable.
All right. All
McNeely's
right.
McNeely's capable of getting hot and scoring. So I don't think we have to so much be lights out because we're
Hmm.
a diverse team that has different components that you never really know where it's coming from. But I
Right.
do think that if we improve upon our defense and become a lockdown defensive team, which I still believe we can, I think
Yeah.
we can go a long way. But you got to have that defense. You could shoot lights out and let the other team do the same thing and not defend and lose the game. So I think it depends on how far our defense can come, and I think it'll take us a long way.
Right, right, right. I think, and I agree with both of you guys. I just think that it might be a game that you have to have it, but I don't think that it's going to be for every game, like you said,
Right.
Yeah.
a necessity. I just think that the roofs, and the case in prior is going to be really key to this
Oh
team to
yeah.
me. And then,
Mhm.
like you said, Hadley. Hadley, we have to make him greedy sometimes. He
Yeah.
passes up on a lot of stuff, but
He definitely does.
when you got those two guys coming off the bench, that adds a different, because they're like 6'10",
You're
athletic.
right.
They get rebounds, like to dunk the ball, talk shit. Both of them do. You
Right.
need
Yeah.
a little bit of that on your team, right? Because you got to think, Fru and Zoo and them. I mean, they never experienced that. They know what's going. They'll
Right.
never go. Khalifa, he was at BYU when they wasn't there. They didn't go to the
Right.
tournament. You know what I'm saying? So you got a lot of people that are not used to this. So you're going to need everybody binding together and rocking and rolling. But yes, we are very fortunate to have many shooters. Those two plus
Yeah.
McNeely. We know Hallie can knock it down.
He's
Yeah.
capable.
Yes, Roof's getting better. Ali can
Yeah.
knock it down. So we got
Yeah.
we got some dudes that can do it. I need to see. I would love to see. Like I said, I would love to see Hadley get going, and I like to see Woolley get like a 15-point game.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Get him
Yeah.
off the
Yeah.
Me
schneid.
too.
Get
I
him
think
off the
he's
schneid.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, big time. See, next up we have. Let's see. Let's see. Was this the best game of the year for Louisville? Mika, was this their best outing?
Yes. Yes. I think we because everyone contributed, whether it was a rebound, an assist. everyone did something to help that game last night. And even their best player didn't have his best game. Like we did what needed to be done to we didn't take care of that other guy that was the shooter, but the main dude that they kept talking about, he
Yep,
didn't
the
have the
point
type of
guard.
game that he had been having. Yes. So I think yes, I think that was the best game that we I will say the UK game was pretty close though. But that was the yeah, that I think that might have been the best.
For
I'm
as a
with you.
fan
'Cause
wise,
that was yeah, that was
as a
coming
fan,
to me. I was like, you're right, but that Kentucky game was really nice
yeah,
too. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Bump, what you taking?
yeah. Hey, I think as far as playing ball, our best game for the simple fact that, like we always say, Louisville teams, far as I can remember, has a hard time holding the lead. And
Yes.
like we talk
True.
about in text, man, we need to
Yeah.
get on teams and stay on them when we got them down. And
Right.
this was
Put on
one
the
of the
neck.
first games put that K on that neck. And so this was one of the first games that I seen Louisville be up by like what 20 something at halftime and end up
Yeah.
expanding the lead in the
Right.
second
Yeah.
half.
Went up on them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
But
I
they
hope we
did
develop
exactly what you said that you wanted them to do. Remember, you was like,
the
if
first
they
five
come out
minutes.
in the first 5 minutes of the second
Yeah,
half, we straight. And they did
right.
exactly that.
Hmm.
That's the telltale signs. Usually the first 5 minutes
Yeah.
of the second half. So I hope we develop a mentality where when we get teams up by 10, don't get content because it's easy when you got a lead. That's the hardest way to play ball is when you got a 15 or 20 point lead. You start doing
Yeah.
stuff out of the ordinary, jacking up
Hmm.
shots, taking chances unnecessarily on defense. So it was good to see them hold the lead and expand on it.
Right. Right. Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now, far as the fan and being satisfied, that Kentucky win, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
That was
That
yeah, it was
was a
more
great
satisfying.
game. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was a great
Yeah.
game. It's more satisfying
Yeah. Yeah.
as a fan.
Yeah.
But far as our best playing game,
Yeah.
it was North Carolina
Last
State.
night.
Yeah, definitely,
Yeah,
definitely,
yeah.
definitely. Kentucky game just gets a lot of shit off your back.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Fans,
Yeah.
really, the fans get that shit off your back. You know, Kentucky fans. I think that, of course, and then that was the first big game really for those guys. This game offensively was definitely because it was more of a confidence builder. You know,
Yeah,
and
Yes.
hats off to Kelsey because you know you take the persona of your coach, and he had them keep attacking. A lot of
Yeah.
yeah,
times, a lot of those coaches, we don't hit them on the sidelines, get up big, and they just sit there and like, okay, that's cool. Let's just run this. No, no,
yeah,
no, no. Keep attacking. Keep on going.
yeah,
We have to do this. We got to play desperate. And he didn't give a shit. He wanted to make sure that we was going to try to score every time down there. And it's going to be a
yeah.
three. And if you don't
Yep.
like it, who cares? Whenever
Yep.
NC State was scoring, we was getting the ball and racing it right down their throat.
Push it
And
right back down.
there you
Yeah,
go. If you want to run, let's see who can run. Louisville's
That's
built to
right.
run. They're built
Yeah.
to run. So that right there, it was flexing the muscle of the offensive coordinator and all that stuff. Let's go ahead and rock and roll. And they did that. And really, they really took the life out of NC State. When you
They
seeing
did.
guys just going past, they like, I mean,
Yeah.
not even Mikel,
yeah,
anybody.
yeah,
They was big boy and them down low, do what they want to do. Fru was
yeah.
dunk. I mean, it was like, come on, man. It's like,
Yeah.
can we
You took their
call?
heart.
Yeah, we took the heart.
Took it.
Like
Took it.
coach, that's why Will Wade didn't want to run. He knew the deal.
Hmm.
He didn't want to run, but it is what it is. It was, yeah, it probably was the best game, like y'all guys say, but gotta lean on that Kentucky a little bit. Gotta lean on
Yeah,
that.
yeah. That's satisfying. Very satisfying.
Gotta lean on that. All right, the last night's win changed the trajectory of the season. Do you guys think?
There go ahead,
It
lucky man.
should. That should. Doing
It
whatever.
should.
Yeah, yeah. Do
Sugar's
you?
going crazy.
Hey, like everybody else is, But does this change your thoughts on the season trajectory? Do you think this is the turning point that this is going to really propel Louisville to where they need to be, where we thought they should be, Mika J?
I hope so. I think that 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 was that was a much needed at this point of the season. That was a much
Hmm.
needed style of play for us to go out there and win big, like big, big. Like they needed to see that they could do that, number one. And at this time because we know right now we're in the hardest part of our season.
Yep.
We play
Yeah,
Baylor.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
We still need to play North Carolina. We still have
SMU,
to play Clemson,
SMU.
SMU on
Yep.
Saturday. So this is a big that game was much needed last night. And it was Big Monday. So don't let's not forget the
TV.
last time we played on a Monday, we got
Yeah,
busted by 30. You know what I'm saying? So
right. Yeah.
hey, that was yes, I do. I'm hoping that that changes the trajectory of our season.
Bump.
Hey, I'm hoping it does because you want to be playing your best ball in February going into March.
Right.
Yeah,
You want to find your groove in February going into March, and we only have 7 games left. Only 2 home games left.
Yeah. Yeah.
Two home games left on the
Two
season.
yeah,
games.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
2 home games left on the season. So you want to be playing your best ball around this time. You want to know who you are around this time of the year. And so with what we got the last couple of weeks, we've seen everybody coming in, contributing, and being a factor in the game,
yeah,
be it rebounding,
Mm-hmm.
stealing, shooting, scoring, or whatever. I think
Right.
we're exactly where we thought we would be at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So
agree.
I mean, I think a couple of weeks ago we didn't know who he was because players was hurt. We had players out, and so
The
now with
flu.
everybody back, right? We had everybody back now, and so we get to see what the finished product is looking like, and it's
Yeah,
looking like what we thought it would.
Right. This is
So yeah,
this is what we need. This game was so much of a confidence builder to get everybody. They like Bump said, and like Mika, they know they role. Get the shooters ready to shoot. Let's go. Everybody, the scores, scoring, all that kind of stuff. It was a big time confidence builder for them.
yeah,
Especially you needed a game like that because, like Bum said, 5 of the 7 remaining games is on the road, and
hmm
you
mm,
gonna need it. And we at Miami, at North Carolina, at Clemson, FCU,
and
at
SMU,
Baylor. You gonna need this. You have to get ready, feel comfortable, and also it goes back to the Wake Forest. Getting
yeah,
that road win because if you lose that, then ain't no telling what you'd have did Monday. So
right,
thank goodness, let's get that rhythm. Everybody know what they're doing. Yeah, and we need it. So hey, hats off to them. Let's go. Time to rock and roll. And we're gonna
that's
rock and
right.
roll because we got a game Saturday out of the conference. We got out of the conference game. Let me see on here. Let me see. Let me take it off. We got an out of conference game. It's Baylor. 13-10. Yeah, this is not yesterday's
Typical
Baylor.
Baylor, right,
Baylor.
Yeah, well, it is our typical Baylor because Baylor used to be shit.
Yeah,
right.
So hey, it is what it is. This right here is strictly a business trip to go down there and take care of business. Because not only do you have Baylor, which they're going to be staying down in Texas, because on Tuesday at
yeah,
7 you have SMU on the road. So let's go ahead and take care of business on Saturday at 4 p.m. Let everybody know that hey, you can do it on the road against another solid team. I ain't gonna say good team. Let's say solid team that's gonna be a quad one. Get
Quad
them
one win,
two.
yeah.
Get
yeah.
that quad one. All this kind of stuff like that. Bump. What they got to do to win? What are you thinking?
Stay focused and handle business. Don't go in
Right.
taking them lightly because they're 13-10. Go in and handle business like you said. Make it a business trip. We coming down here to collect a victory and move on. So you got to go down there with the mentality that hey, you know what I'm saying. No matter what the record is,
Right.
Yeah,
we're gonna come in here and play Louisville ball and keep it rolling. We're not gonna have this a hiccup against a Baylor team that on paper we should bust.
Right. Right.
right.
Mika, what you thinking? What we got to do?
I think that we have to play how we've been playing. Uh, I do think that we talked about this even on Saturday. We were ahead by a nice amount against
Mm-hmm.
Wake Forest at one point, and
Started out
we
hot.
let the foot off the neck. So I think that you're gonna
Yeah,
have to stay. That the mindset needs to stay foot on the neck. Like we can't allow teams to make runs and then they're back in the game and you get
get back in the
confidence
game, right?
even though
And they get
this
hope.
is a neutral site, it's still
Yep.
gonna be more Baylor fans than it will be Louisville
Yeah,
fans.
yeah.
Right.
It's in
So, you know what I'm
Texas.
saying? I just think that you have to go down there and you have to play consistent. Everybody needs to do their part. I don't even care if you have a high shooting night again. I just want to see everybody do what needs to be done. Take 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 them to the hole. Like get more points in the paint. Like let's just go down there and play Louisville basketball.
Right, right, right. Yeah, this right here, this is a show me game. This is a show me game for the Big 12 because you know the last time he played a Big 12 team, even though it didn't count, he
It's
got kind of
Kansas.
embarrassed. Got embarrassed, even though it was an exposition game.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go down here because right now, as we are doing the show, Baylor's taking on BYU. So that's another good team, and it's at Baylor. So it's not going to be like they're not used to playing against talented teams. So we gotta go down there. He has athletes. Baylor has athletes. So take care of business. Everybody continue to do what you've been doing. Everybody know your role. Don't step out of that. Don't try to be
Right.
big guy, special guy. Let's stay
Yeah.
focused. And like you said, let's take care of business on this one. Give me a score, Mika J. What you got?
Oh, I do think that we're back in the 90s. I do think it's
Mm.
gonna be not 118,
Right.
but I do think 90 to I'm just gonna say 70. I think that we should win by
Ooh,
20 at least.
ooh, okay. Like it. Bump City.
Mm. Hey, I'm gonna go and be a little more conservative, but you know what I'm saying? Because right now, Bailey's gonna watch our game and they're gonna come out not to get embarrassed.
Of course.
They
True.
don't want to get embarrassed, and you know what I'm saying? They playing in Texas, and so they're gonna come out. You gonna get everybody's best shot for the simple fact that you Louisville. You back to being Louisville. You a national brand again. So
Right.
I'm gonna go 84 to I'm gonna go 84 to 72.
Mm, okay.
Okay.
That's kind of
84.
close to what I was
Yeah.
thinking. Um, yeah, I was thinking 82 to 69. I don't
Okay.
know if they can score a lot, but we'll see. It depends on fouling and things like that. And
Right.
I'm hoping it's 90 something like me. Let it be
I'm
90 to
hoping. Yeah.
let it be
Yeah.
90 to 70. Hey,
Yeah.
I'll take
Well,
that.
I only said that because uh Wake Forest was 88. So you was
Yeah,
close to
Yeah.
90. So,
yeah,
Yeah.
you know
yeah.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I don't know. I just feel like it's gonna be
Hey,
90.
love it.
Hey,
I
stick
love it.
with it. We hope you. We
Yeah.
hope you right,
We
mate.
hope
We hope
we
you
want you
right.
to come back and be like, hey, like I told
I
you
told you.
guys,
I told you. I'm that
90s.
one.
I took and told
90s.
Right.
Yeah, I
Right.
told you guys. Y'all thought I was playing. Yeah.
you.
Last but not least, definitely not. We have Wake Forest at Louisville. Talking about the women's team, 22-4, Thursday at 7 p.m. Wake Forest is really they 3-10 in the ACC. Louisville is 12
Mm,
and 1.
mm,
Louisville is still in the hunt, of course, for the championship as far as the regular season, because Duke has a lot of
Yeah.
tough remaining games. So Louisville's got a whole serve. They had a great win at
And hope.
Syracuse, which
yeah.
Yeah. Great win.
Syracuse was battling, trying to battle back, but Louisville
Yeah.
wasn't having none of that. Stay the course. You're 22-4. You're playing for a 2 seed nationally for the tournament, and Jeff likes to win those championships. So you hope to see Duke again. Duke put Louisville
Yeah.
out
Right.
of the ACC tournament
Right.
last year. So
Last year.
Played our
we
worst game against Duke
yep, and
and
Yeah.
we
only
beat
lost by
them.
one.
And we beat them in the
Yeah.
regular season last year. They beat us in the tournament, so we want to flip
Mm-hmm.
that on it. So hey, let's
Yeah.
let's get rock and rolling. If you guys can make it, don't forget 7 p.m. This Thursday. Louisville's back on the court, and I'm sure they're gonna light the scoreboard up against Wake Forest. Let me just let me
Yeah.
let me put it that way. Bum City, what you leaving the people with?
I am leaving the people with, man, go Chords. Enjoying the season thus far. Hope you guys are. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. You know what I'm saying? Like Mika always says, let us know what we can do. You know what I'm saying? So we love hearing from you.
Big time, big time. Don't forget, guys. Softball kicked off. You got baseball rocking and
Yeah.
rolling. You get spring practice, everything. We hopefully get some flowers growing. Get this weather together.
Yes, yes, yes.
Let's get it back going. Get these guys going.
Yeah.
The guys and girls basketball rocking and rolling. Do what you got to do. But also want to thank the sponsors. Uh, Big time, without a doubt. My Ride Beer Company, In Touch Therapy, Dr. Dion Woods, T-shirt hooligans, much love for the respect and all that good stuff for you. Continue to watch. That's all I got to say. Continue to watch. We're going to continue to do our best to give our opinions. You ain't going to agree with everything we say, and that's
Mm-hmm.
Right.
okay. That's not going to hurt our feelings. We're all
Right.
grown up, sir. It is what it
Right.
Right.
is. But thank you for the
We're not.
support, you guys.
Thank you guys for watching, for subscribing, for liking, for sharing. Continue to do that each week. We appreciate you when you choose to log in and watch us live. Thank you. If you have any suggestions that you think we can do, send it to us. If you see us out on the street, say what's up. Let us know that you support the show. We definitely appreciate that. And go cards.
We out of here. God bless. Peace.
Peace.
Bye.